Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, which means for me it is time to go back to the grindstone at work. And I have to say, I feel a little bit iffy about going into work today, considering what happened yesterday. And I got some looks on my camera. No, I'm just feeling a little iffy about going to work today because I do work. It's a Halloween store, so nothing there is real. It's all pretend. But it's gonna be kind of, I don't know, hard or weird today to be selling weapons and blood and wounds and killer costumes to people after what happened yesterday. So it's kind of weird. I've never been in a position like this where I'm doing something that where after a mass shooting like yesterday, I kind of feel weird going into my job. I mean, um, I know it's fake. I know it's pretend. I shouldn't worry, but it still feels weird to me that today I'm going to be for well, I'm not sure how busy we're going to be because I work during the day and it's a weekday and the mall's not really busy. So it's going to be kind of weird going to this store and we have like a gallon of fake blood on the floor and we have like all these fake blood products and then we have an entire section of weapons which includes guns like toy guns like machine guns and stuff. So it's going to be weird. But I'm going to make the best of it. I mean, for the most part, I don't do anything with the weapons, and I love the makeup, but I really don't do anything with like the fake blood or the wounds. I mostly just try to sell the costumes and like the accessories and stuff. So I'm I'm thinking that's all I'm gonna focus on today is instead of asking people if they'd like a chainsaw and more blood, I think I'm just gonna try to get their idea what they want to be for Halloween because I like that. I like that's my favorite part about Halloween is I like the costumes and stuff like that because I do like fashion, so it's more fun for me. So I think I'm just gonna focus on selling the costumes today to people who come in or decorations. And even some of the decorations might be a little weird. So I don't know. It's just this is. I hate to say that this is really kind of just an everyday thing now, but to a certain extent it is. I mean, the the people who are lost, it's a big number, so it's like the deadliest mass shooting in history. So it's different in terms of the number of people, and I think it's kind of different in terms that we really don't know still at this point why this guy chose to do what he did. I'm not even gonna name him, but it just on the surface it's another mass shooting. So I feel like for a lot of Americans, it's just like it's sad, it's tragic what happened. It takes away another layer of safety and security we thought we had. But for the most part, it's just going to be we move on, and it really just feels like another mass shooting. So, but it's still sad. And like I said, for me, it's weird because I'm working at a store where I'm dealing with fake blood and death and stuff because it's a Halloween store. And at Halloween, what do people want to dress up as? For most of the time, they want to dress up as serial killers, as bad guys. They want to have blood and weapons, and that's the one part of Halloween I'm not a big fan of. I mean, it's kind of sad. We had like Saturday there was like a 2 or 3 year old in the store, and all he wanted to be was the doll Chucky from Child's Play, and it's like that's all he wants to be. And then I have kids who want to be like the zombie clowns and stuff like that, and that's the one part I don't like. But it's my job, but still, so it's gonna be different. I did instead of working, I worked a little bit on my Crossing Battlefields. Instead, I wrote a chapter called "Why," which is how I get everything I'm feeling is my writing, and I posted it. And it's not gotten as many hits as my other Star Wars stuff, but one of my regular reviewers, Maple, she liked it, and she's not from the United States, so she said it was a nice. For her, it was a nice way to see what might go through the mind of someone from the United States because I think she lives in Spain or someplace, and they don't have stuff like mass shootings that often. So for her, she couldn't understand what people in the American States must be going through. So with me writing that story and trying to put my characters in a situation like that to help me kind of come to terms with the event, it helped her because she got a better understanding. So I don't know, it's just and Stephen, if you haven't, check out Stephen Colbert from last night before his opening monologue. He did this big, huge message, And Jimmy Kimmel did another good one about how now is the time to take action. We have all these politicians say, no, we're not going to talk about this. This is not the time to be political. Well, when is the time to be political? So I hope they change the rules. I hope something changes. I hope something gives, because frankly, I am getting tired of turning on the news and that being the news story when I wake up. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. See, it's a beautiful day here in Midland, Michigan. It's sunny, and I can hear the drums at Dow High. I can hear the drum line. It's really cool. I mean, I live on a busy street, and there's so much traffic, but somehow we are still able to hear the marching band at Dow High when they're practicing in the mornings. That makes it really cool. So it's a beautiful day. I have to go into work today for 6 hours. I'm debating about whether or not Aaron and I want to do a second date, but the first one was nice. We hung out and stuff, but he recently suggested he get me something that I'm not too comfortable with, and I hope he understands that. So he wants to hang out again today, but I'm kind of want to, but at the same time I'm debating I don't want to. I mean, I like him, and then I have a crush on him, but I'm starting to think maybe because it might be better for us just to stay friends. I mean, he really wants to push this and try it, and I want to try it too, but I don't know. There's part of me that's starting to have second thoughts, and I'm worried about, I don't know, so. Oh my gosh, I am not Susie Sunshine today. I don't know why. I'm totally depressed and sad, and that is totally not like me. I should be happy and stuff. I mean, I should be really happy. Last night I did the Flashpoint in Old Republic where you get to save Revan, so that makes me really happy, and I'm very sad because after that you don't get to see him ever again. So I really like him. He's a cool character, and so I know more about him, just like I know more about Satele, and I love her because she's so cool. So it's so awesome. So, but tonight I'm not playing Old Republic because tonight Little Couple is on, so when I come home from work, depending on what time I come home from work, I have to do at least 1 to 2 hours of writing on Crossing Battlefields because my goal is still to get this week's chapter posted this week instead of next week, which will be hard, which will throw off my entire schedule. So I'm trying to get this chapter done, but it's very hard because it's so involved and there's so much stuff going on. And I'm worried I'm not going to get it posted this week because I took yesterday and I wrote why. But I got to write today, and my next day off isn't until Friday, and I also have to clean that day, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get as much writing done as I want to. So I have to come and plug away like at least an hour or two every night after work, which will not be fun. But I have to do this. So that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking I might tell him something came up and I'm not going to be able to make it because I kind of have to. Something has come up. It is my writing. And right now my writing is kind of my life. So, well, that and trying to be stylish. Check out my hair. I don't know why I played around with a hairstyle like this before. I love Star Wars and I love playing with my hair. The problem is my hair is not conducive. I never grow it long enough to do a lot of Star Wars styles, and I don't wear wigs. So I usually just end up pulling my hair back. Like, no, there he is. There he is, like, kind of like Qui-Gon, but I'm always trying to find different styles, and for some odd reason, I just thought of doing this today. I don't know why, but that's usually how I wear my hair back with a barrette, and barrettes don't stay in too well, so I just did it today with a ponytail holder. So I think it's cute. My issue is that my hair is thin and fine, and so when I pull it back, I have these gaps where you can see my scalp, and that drives me completely batty. So that's the issue with my hair, is that when I pull it back, I will have this massive space of scalp everywhere, and it drives me absolutely freaking batty. I don't like it because it makes it look like I'm going bald. But what am I going to do? I got thin hair and fine hair. I can hear the drum line. I'm starting to get in a good mood now because I'm starting to think about all this stuff that's going on, including the fact that this Saturday is the U of M MSU game. Booyah! Go State! So I'm excited. I don't know if State's home this year or if State's away this year. But anyway, it's the big game. And if we ask anybody in Michigan, during this week there are pretty much only 2 colleges in the entire state. And those colleges are U of M and MSU. And it's one of the things when you visit Michigan, you don't go up to a person from Michigan and call them a Wolverine. Why? Because yes, Wolverine is our state animal, even though technically they no longer exist in the state, so we kind of need to change that. I'm thinking bear. Or wolf. I think it'd be really cool if our state animal was a wolf. But, oh, my hair's already starting to come out of the ponytail. But, the U of M Wolverines, and there's not everybody in Michigan that you're going to meet is going to be for University of Michigan. Some like me bleed green and white for Michigan State. I am a Sparty through and through. I kind of don't have a choice. But even if I didn't, I would be a state fan anyway. U of M's just too snobby, I think. And frankly, it's sad when they make this big deal about their coach being Jim Harbaugh. It's like, yeah, the only reason he's a coach now for a college football team is because he couldn't hack it as the coach of an NFL team. That's the only reason he's the coach for U of M now, is he couldn't hack it. And he can sit there and say that he wanted to be U of M's football coach. No, he had to become a college coach, because if he wasn't a college coach, he probably would have been leaving the NFL sooner or later, because he just was not a good coach for the NFL. But he brings a celebrity status kind of to U of M, because they had like all these celebrities. They had like a celebrity come to their game last year and all this stuff. I'm like, big deal. It doesn't change the fact that he's a mediocre coach who had a horrible career as an NFL coach, and so he had to go back to teaching college football. I mean, frankly, all he cares about is making big numbers and stuff like that. He doesn't really care about anything else. So, I'm sorry, I'm D'Antonio through and through. I mean, come on. Jim Harbaugh became a coach? His players drove a railroad spike into the field at Michigan State. Yeah, that's not nice. Yeah, so during this week, it's kind of World War V between U of M and MSU fans, and it'll be interesting in a couple weeks, because in a couple weeks, it's the other big rivalry game for my family, which is Midland High versus Dow High. I went to Dow High, my dad went to Dow High, my brother went to Dow High, most of my cousins went to Dow High, and a lot of my aunts and uncles went to Dow High, so I'm kind of a Dow High legacy, and during that week, it is pretty much all-out bloodfest between the two schools. You know, it is so hard. Like, we kind of do like, oh, I have friends from Midland High, I have friends from Dow High, blah, blah, blah. But during the week of the Midland Dow game, it's like you couldn't pay people from Midland High and Dow High get along. I mean, it is just horrendous. And Dow High, and I went to Dow High, and I kind of see how it's that this community is great, but it's kind of easy to see which high school is the one everybody likes. Everybody likes Midland High because that was the first high school, and everybody hates Dow High because we're the rich kids' school. But the vast majority of kids who go to Dow High are actually kids like me who grew up kind of near poverty and stuff like that. So it's kind of not wrong for them to say, oh, we're the rich kids. And what's funny is they started calling us Doughboys, and we took that and made it into a positive. We like being called the Dow High Doughboys now because we were able to turn their insult into a joke. So that game is the 20th, and like I said, I've only missed 1 year of that, and I'm excited to go. I wear my NMU hoodie because Dow High and NMU have the exact same school colors. They are both green and gold. I had no clue about that when I applied to Northern Michigan until I looked up information about the school, and I freaked out. So I pretty much bleed green for Dow High, Northern Michigan, and MSU. And then I have gold for Northern and Dow, and then I have white for Spartans, and then I am Honolulu blue and silver for the Lions. I am a football girl through and through. I don't know the names of the plays. I don't really know anything. All I know is I like the game, and I'm starting to learn more by watching it. I'm going to try to get into hockey. I feel kind of bad that I live in Michigan, and I've never really watched hockey before. My brother is starting to get into hockey, and so I'm going to start trying to get into hockey, because, we're pretty much Southern Canada, so I mean, when you think about it, you've got Canada and Michigan. Hockey, hockey, hockey. I want to be a hockey book. Okay, now I feel better, and I hope I cheer some of you guys up as well. So I'm gonna finish getting ready for school. Not school. Oh my gosh, I'm in high school. No, I'm beyond high school. No, I'm gonna start finishing getting ready for work. Oh, this is what happens when you have like 2 days off, when you have 2 days off in a row from work and you stay up late one night and to go kind of crazy. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, it's me. Hi. So, I am on my way home. I got out of work at 4 and I did end up meeting up with Erin, my friend, for our second kind of date. I don't even think it was as long as the first one because it's like 5 o'clock and I think last time we actually hung out until about 5:15 when my mom came to get me. But I know it's nice to hang out with him, but it just kind of shows where our interests are vastly different. Like today, I just wanted to go look at Bath and Body Works in the Hallmark store, which I know can both be torture for a guy. But I already know his personality. He's not like the kind to get uber into anything, so I kind of knew he was going to be like that. But I still would hope that any guy I go with would kind of be interested in some of the same things I am. Like, at this point, really the only thing we have in common is we're kind of interested in seeing if we could be an item, and the fact that we are both Star Wars fans. But other than that, I'm switching hands. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot that we're connected with, and I kind of would like to be with a guy who I have more than common with than just the fact that we're huge fans of a fandom. So, but I don't know, but today was slow. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be, simply because of the fact, I know this sounds weird, my brother said it sounded weird when I said this morning. I thought, who's going to want, and I said this earlier in the day to you guys, who's going to want to come to a Halloween store after a mass shooting? And I don't think it was because of the mass shooting. I don't think that's what kept people away. It's a Tuesday in Midland, and most people don't want to go Halloween shopping in the morning. But honestly, there wasn't a lot of people. We were very, very dead for most of the day while I was there. So it was just a very slow day. But what's funny, before I went to work, I ran to Target. One, because I used the restrooms in the mall instead of the store. None of the girls like using the restrooms in the store. 2, because I got to the mall and I realized I forgot my hand sanitizer, which may not seem like a big deal, but because I tend to get a cold whenever the seasons change, because apparently I have allergies, and I don't get a flu shot. I know people are like, that's stupid. Well, the reason we don't get a flu shot is because you have to go in every year. So, in my family, we don't get flu shots, and actually, one of the reasons we don't get flu shots is if you get a flu shot, you always inevitably will get the flu, because they're giving you the flu virus. But we discovered that we don't get the flu shot, we don't get the flu. And we follow basic things like I will have honey, and I will wash my hands, so all this other stuff. So I had to go to Target because I left my hand sanitizer at home and I need to get some, and they had some for 89 cents. Awesome. I got apples. But then I stopped by the Star Wars cards. Look at this. We have new Star Wars cards, which I got a pack of the 16 to try. And hopefully these are really good. If they are, I'll get more. So I'll talk to you guys when I get home. Bye. Well, actually, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go home and I have stuff to do. So lots of love, hugs, and prayers from this machine girl, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.